Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you guys? Let's see what's coming in for Pisces. This could be any aspect of your life. Yeah, you have some kind of achievement, an event, the start of something here. Someone's learning something. I mean, this could be a job, achievement, goal. Someone's learned something new. But we have people here. And I do feel someone's a little stuck, but they're looking to see what someone's focused on. They're trying to learn something. So someone's trying to achieve that. They're trying to learn something. But I do see an event and this being achieved. Yeah, some kind of goal here. It could be somebody actually achieving an award, recognition. Yeah. Let's have a look at the status quo. So it's habits, lifestyle, the way someone conducts themselves, but it's a cycle, the status quo. It's about being on the same page. Some lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves, but it has to do with learning about, I mean, it's a card of faith. The status quo is kind of like the Hierophant, but this has to do with two people. Being on the same page, learning. There's things needing to be learned. It's often learning about each other, but it's about having faith. And I do see habits, lessons being learned, definitely. Yeah, some kind of achievement. But this is interesting. We have professional assistance. Ooh, someone may be talking to people, getting some assistance. See, someone's trying to figure something out. We have a 7. What this person's focused on, what they do, their lifestyle, their history. It's all about learning. But it's about teaching. Yeah, this could be a job situation. I'm going to say a contract, a negotiation, or some kind of an agreement. But someone is seeking professional assistance. Maybe asking for help because they're trying to figure something out. And this is a person who's often in their head. See, they're looking at this person. What are they focused on? What are they doing? What's their history? Their education level, whatever it may be. Yeah. Yeah, someone here is planning to take action, the energy again too. It's about preparing and planning. So this is somebody looking at the time. And there's a pencil crossing this. So it's like crossing a certain bridge when they come to it, it's telling me. And something about timing and planning. Interesting. Someone's trying to figure out what someone, I feel it's like figuring out what someone's thinking, what they're up to, their achievements, their goals. There's some sort of ambition. Ooh, now we have the intentions, a 3. Yeah, someone's hiding behind to mask their true feelings. This is someone trying to figure somebody out here. What they're thinking. Now, I don't know if there was an event or a gathering or get together, but I can see someone planning and preparing. I do think it has to do with what someone's intentions are. And maybe what they hope to achieve. But there is something going to be achieved because someone's learned something. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look. What is this great achievement? Yeah, someone here has been waiting for a situation to come to fruition. I do see someone expanding their horizon. This is expansion. See, it's all about looking out into the horizon. So this is definitely something I feel that's happened. But yeah, it's an energy of waiting for a situation. It could be some kind of event coming up. Someone's planning and preparing. Yeah, they want to know something here. Ooh, I see a house and a home. Expansion. Someone, their financial foundation. There's a reason to celebrate. So someone's thinking some positive stuff here. And it does look like some sort of an agreement or some sort of negotiation. But to me, it's looking like history and lifestyle. Someone's history. Someone who kind of hides behind a mask. Someone can't figure someone out here. They're trying to figure something out. Let's have a look at this status quo. The status quo for Pisces. What is this all about? Ooh, we got someone in their head. See, teaching, learning. Someone's learning something. I see a house, a home. So I do feel this is someone positive. This person could literally be a teacher, teaching home building, expanding horizons, see lessons being learned. Some kind of contractor. But they are very wise. This is somebody has learned something. And I do feel they're seeing some kind of truth. That has to do with truth. Someone's lifestyle or the way they conduct themselves. Yeah, tell me more about this King of Swords. What does this person want here? Yeah, a little massive epiphany, tower moment. Some kind of shock, surprise. They've learned something and they're shocked. Has to do with someone's financial foundation, a house, a home. Someone's asking for assistance. Do some of you have a home and you need assistance or you need help? Because this is somebody strategizing here. And I think they're having a massive epiphany and maybe even an idea that is like very much a shock surprise though. Like I feel this is someone learning something and they're kind of shocked and surprised. So interesting. We'll see what that is. 7. Yeah, someone's trying to figure something out here. What somebody's thinking, what they're up to. Yeah, you can see this, the person not seeing something. So something happens, this whatever it is happening suddenly. A person doesn't see it coming. So now they're in their head trying to figure out what someone's intentions were. See, it's a person hiding behind a mask, maybe not showing their true self. But it's often a person who, until they know what someone else's intentions are, they often can, keep things to themselves. But I'm seeing 3 here. So this is where I feel it has to do with collaborating, talking, some kind of an agreement here. I feel, and I do feel someone here is planning something, preparing, maybe their house, their home, or it's the other person. But there's something about needing help and assistance. And I do feel this, someone's strategizing, and I do think you're not going to see this coming. Yeah. So the mask, I feel, is somebody going to show their true self. I do. Yeah, see what someone hopes to achieve. So there's goals, achievements. Somebody's looking, learning what someone has achieved. They're shocked and surprised, but I do see not seeing something coming, because this has to do with somebody giving someone attention. See, this is often someone who kind of, it does feel like, actually, let me just pull a card out for that. I don't want to, my intuition's telling me it's just a person acting kind of like they're not interested. Let's have a look at intention. Yeah, a little aha. See, I think it's somebody coming up with an idea. They're hoping, planning, preparing. They're hoping for the best. But is somebody going to let go of their pride? See, it's about pride, ego. But it's about achieving. Somebody's expanding the horizon. They're achieving something here. But it's what someone hopes to achieve. This person can't figure someone out. But I feel it's asking for help, assistance. Yeah, there's the cup, not seeing it coming, feeling overwhelmed, an offer, an invitation. I don't think you're going to see this coming. This is someone who's been kind of in their head here. But like I say, it's a 7, figuring things out. This is someone who often feels things are a little shifty, what someone's focused on. So somebody's looking at why. They're looking at why and what someone's up to, because they're learning. Could be someone who didn't give someone enough attention, and they may be having that moment, realize, oh, I didn't give them enough attention. But the tower come down, so it could have been the end of something too. Tell me about this tower. Oh, someone here's feelings. We got Pisces, there you are. You're offering a cup to someone. But I'm going to tell you, it's about this person offering you this cup. They're shocked and surprised. I see kindness, compassion, someone cares. It's about being on the same page, but also has to do with lifestyle. Someone's history. They're learning about someone's history, their life in general. See, there is an energy of someone who is planning and preparing. And it has to do with achieving some kind of goal. What someone hopes to achieve by hiding behind a mask. But it's about why, and there's a little enlightenment. That's why I feel someone may be talking to someone, trying to learn and find something out. But they're shocked. And it could be yourself a little shocked and surprised, because here this comes. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I feel, oh yeah, there's definitely people. So someone's being enlightened, people talking, learning something and going, aha. But I also see somebody coming up with an idea. Yeah. This is someone going to take off the mask here. It'll be someone maybe acting like they're not interested because they don't know what someone else's intentions are. But look, there's people here and there's some kind of good news. It's a person being enlightened. It has to do with learning. And I do think this is someone that is strategizing, though, and they're taking action. They're planning, preparing, they're hoping for the best. Some kind of contract, negotiation, agreement, maybe even a prenup. But it's something sudden. And we have a person coming in. See, this is a person determined to win, taking control, but it's also someone controlling their emotions. See, this is somebody not sharing their feelings because they don't know what someone's intentions are. They're kind of keeping it to themselves, but there's people here that know, and there is good news. Tell me about the Chariot. I mean, it could be someone who kind of put on the brakes here, but to me, with this 7, this is someone figuring something out. They're learning and they're strategizing. They're going to offer you the Cup. This is about someone trying to figure out how someone feels, and they're shocked that someone cares, that they actually have feelings. And it could be even forgiveness, because someone here may have conducted themselves. Maybe they were a little cold, skeptical. Their sword was up. But I think someone's learning something and figuring something out. And there's that Cup. It's overflowing with emotion. See, determined to succeed. Someone may have gotten a little overwhelmed, but it could be someone giving someone attention. It's all about attention or someone chasing. But this is interesting. But I think this person, I mean, I can feel their energy here. It's just like, you know, they're determined to win. It's about staying on course, taking control of a situation. Let this person take the lead, because it is about figuring things out. Yeah, it's a person feeling a little confused. Something's unknown, but it's about deep emotional feelings. Someone's hiding their feelings behind a mask. They're not showing their inner self. But there is a truth. So somebody's talking here, and there's something learned. And I do see a person coming up with an idea. Tell me more about the Moon. See, it's about a little bit of a mystery. This is somebody solving a mystery. Could be someone being a little mysterious. Yeah, a little time in between. Someone may be waiting for things to calm down, but I do see travel, moving, relocating, planning to take action. But it has to do with time, something to do with time. And I see someone taking lessons learned from the past, but it's somebody here maybe avoiding someone. It has to do with why someone's avoiding something or why someone's moving, relocating. It's like they're learning. And they have learned something, because there is clarity with that King of Swords, but it has to do with truth. Maybe someone here should have told someone a truth here about a habit, a lifestyle. But I do see a possible relationship coming to an end, someone moving and relocating at a particular time. See, planning to take action and maybe suddenly having to move and relocate. Interesting. Tell me about this Six of Swords. Yeah, we got someone pinned down by their thoughts. I see someone planning to take a trip. I do feel it's more like taking a trip. I don't think you're going to see this coming. Because I see a break, a trip, a much-needed rest, things calming down. Someone's determined to succeed. Someone has achieved. They've achieved something. Tell me about behind a mask. Yeah, this is someone who acts kind of like they're not interested, but they are. There's obsession. Someone's crazy about someone here. But I also see someone working a lot, habit, lifestyle, workaholic, a little Capricorn energy. If there are other people involved, someone could be feeling very jealous. But I feel it's more like a person crazy. This is someone who's crazy about someone, but they don't share it. They don't say anything. These people know, though. Someone's talking to people, and they're being enlightened. Yeah, you can see the Tower. So it could be somebody who's ended a relationship, definitely moved and relocated. They were planning to take action and possibly put on the brakes, taking a much needed rest. But I actually feel there's some sort of good news about trip, travel, a rest. Someone's pinned down by their thoughts or thinking about someone here. Yeah. But you can see some sort of shock and surprise what people are saying here. There's truth. I think both of you, I think we got a couple people who are crazy about each other. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups up to? What does this person want? Waiting for someone to reciprocate, communication. It could be something about time, travel, planning, and taking action. I think someone here is kind of freaking out that someone's going to get another opportunity, because it's almost like someone has obstacles in their path here to overcome. But there's definitely a taking a break, a much needed rest, waiting for things to calm down. But I think there's a lot of excitement. There's something exciting going to happen. Yeah, this is someone figuring it out too. Look at that. Yeah, they're figuring it out. They're determined to win. Someone crazy about someone, like literally. But it's often someone who's swords up. See, this is where I feel someone's swords up. They feel like there's something fishy going on. They're kind of skeptical. But they are being enlightened. So this is 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. See, they're obsessed. They can't stop thinking. They want to win. Yeah, there's good news though. Like I feel they're shocked and surprised, but this person's so excited. There's so much. See, all isn't always what it seems. Confusion, illusion, things that are unknown, hidden. Someone's deep feelings. But it's a person hiding them, keeping it to themselves. So it could be someone who has, and I do think someone's kind of freaking out, a little fear that someone else is going to step into the picture. See, there's been some time in between. But it has to do with this person determined to succeed, to win. It's just two people trying to figure out how each other feel, but someone's hiding behind a mask because there is often insecurity, jealousy, or just obsession. This person's literally crazy for someone. Yeah, and I do see there's been a little break or time out, but I'm feeling a much needed rest. This is somebody trying to, it's a plan, see? They're strategizing. It's about coming together. Yeah, it's about reaching out. See, it's about somebody reaching out to someone here. There's excitement. But I do feel somebody here at some point maybe felt a little defeated. Maybe there was trip or travel. Maybe you already crossed paths with this person or met them at a gathering through friends. Oh, I also see acquaintances. Someone is definitely in that sneaky energy. But like I say, it looks like there's a lot of shock, surprise, excitement. Someone may have decided to move on and avoid a disaster. Put on the brakes to avoid a bit of a disaster. And if it is where you did connect and it turned out to be a disaster, like I say, it's avoidance, insecurity, someone going off to lick their wounds a little bit here too. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's all about offering the cup. See, this is someone so excited. They want this so bad. But I don't know if this is someone who didn't reciprocate, because it almost looks like waiting for things to calm down. I wouldn't be surprised if someone had entered a relationship. The tower coming down. There's the house. See, there's something built on shaky ground. It came down. But there's something being learned, lessons being learned. See, someone's learned something, and it's about avoiding a disaster. So I feel timing maybe wasn't right. Someone's gone off to lick their wounds, though, and I do feel they were insecure. But I can see asking for help, talking to people, assistance. So someone's going to be asking for some help. So something's being planned, to get together, a gathering. This person is excited. They're losing it, though. Yeah, it's all about interest. If you're invested in someone else, see, they're trying to figure everything out. And I feel what they're doing is they're talking to people. They're talking to people here, but not really telling them what their intentions are. Because it has to do with giving someone attention. See, they want to know everything. They want to know everything. Oh, they are so determined to win. Look at that. This person's figured out their feelings. See, they're figuring things out. This is how they feel internally. They've been hiding behind a mask. Someone's about to expose themselves here. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords. Someone's speaking up here. See, it has to do with truth, some sort of shock, surprise. See, this is two people I think, someone telling someone, just tell them how you feel. Tell them the truth. How you feel, because it's about invested. They are emotionally invested. Or finding out that you are, or there's interest. There's excitement here. But there's also that shock. Someone's speaking up here. They're telling someone. See, it's about truth, clarity, communicating clarity. Something definitely is going to be cleared up here. Oh, there's that Queen of Pentacles coming out. See, this is where people often want to reach out to someone, but there's always a little fear of the other person won't feel the same. They won't be interested. That's what come out. See, a person hiding behind a mask, acting like they're not interested. Someone's telling someone that they are. This is a person who often looks into the future. They kind of fantasize and look ahead. Do I see myself with this person? Yes. So now this person's literally losing it. I mean, this is about investing. So it could be even them hiding their feelings, see? But they've gone off to lick their wounds. So there's definitely been someone here who's feeling a little defeated, you know, that the other person's not. And it could be someone telling someone who's often friends, well-meaning friends, that this person's not interested. They're focused maybe on someone else. So this is all about figuring it out. This and that are true, but I feel like this is a yes. Someone's going, aha. Yeah, it's just a person. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised too, someone reaching out and the other person not even seeing what's going on around them at a gathering. So that's interesting too. And it's someone who enlightened me on that on the channel about how the Queen of Pentacles often doesn't really see what's going on around them, doesn't really pay attention because they don't really care what other people are doing. See, it's a person who feels something is off. But now they've taken it back, they're being enlightened, they're talking to people, they're learning, they're asking for help, assistance. But I wonder if some of you need help with something. This is often, I see a person who's independent who would never ask for help. So I do think there's something about a home. But this person, I mean, there's so much excitement here. And there's epiphanies, there's these massive aha moments. And then we have someone seeing things different. See, as somebody who felt something was a little off, something was sketchy, they're up to something. And I do feel there's people behind this too, but someone's telling someone to just speak the truth. There it is. It's about building the foundation. See, this is a person who maybe had fear of commitment, or someone has entered a relationship, because this is a situation that was built on shaky ground to start. So it's all about lifestyle and habits, the way someone conducts themselves. It's an energy of having faith. Someone may have entered a relationship, but it's about building it on the solid foundation, starting things off right. So it's about being generous with their time, energy. See, someone may have entered a relationship because they didn't give someone enough attention. That person may be going out, meeting other people. That's where I feel too. But like I say, this is someone offering the cup. And look at that, they're manifesting. See, they've learned something. They're prepared. See, somebody wasn't prepared. And often the Queen of Pentacles, when that energy comes up, it's someone who feels a little uncomfortable because there's people around, some kind of maybe a gathering or get together, and someone's feeling a little uncomfortable. So it's not like they're not interested, they're just not showing any emotion. But it is a person who's grounded, practical. I see being sensible, someone who looks out for themselves. But you're not going to see this coming, I feel, the feminine. And I mean, if it's yourself and you reached out to someone, they don't see it coming, not being prepared. See, it's about preparing, having all the tools, the information, learning everything. Someone's really interested. They're finding out you're interested in them. There's all about truth and this manifesting. So there's a little mirroring, which often means both people here hiding behind a mask. But someone's feelings, they were overwhelmed, their cup runneth over, they want to offer this cup. And it's possible they put on the brakes, decided not to because of people. So really interesting. But you can see they have the tools. They know everything they need to know. This is about manifesting. You both have everything you need. There's desire. And I do think you're both very aware that you wanted to talk. You wanted to connect. But it's like the other people. I mean, it could be somebody who wasn't aware that somebody liked them or cared. Often the Queen of Pentacles isn't aware that someone's interested, but there's truth. Both people learning. You're learning something time in between. This is how this person's feeling. They're already emotionally invested. They're interested. But you can see someone's going off to lick their wounds a little time in between. It's almost like too much to bear. And I do feel there could be jealousy for some, but I feel it's obsession. It's two people who are acting like they're not interested, but they are, both of you. But it's all about why. And I do feel it's because something was built on a shaky ground. A tower has come down. Because I'm seeing other people here. Interesting. Tell me about the... Oh, yeah. This is about having a conversation. I see a house, a home. Two people talking, connecting. There could be friends of friends. See, having a conversation. It's about two people connecting, feeling excited. Tell me about this King of Swords. What is this person's intentions? What is this person's intentions? Yeah, they want to do things together. And see, their intentions were to spend time together, to get together. But you can see that tower, the shock, they've learned something. So somebody definitely there's a little regret and possibly unfounded fear. But it's all of a sudden finding out. See, there's regret for not doing things together, spending time together, or just going down that path. But to me, it looks like two people may have ended something. So I definitely feel someone has some stress and anxiety. But I also feel there's some kind of regret because they're finding something out. They've learned something. Someone cares. They're kind, compassionate. Someone who cares. Yeah, it's a person. It could be even forgiveness. Yeah. Because someone didn't reach out. I feel it's somebody who wasn't prepared, and they are now. So I don't think you're going to see this coming. It looks like an offer, an invitation. I wouldn't be surprised this is someone taking time off to spend some time together. So it could be a relationship that came apart because of this, and someone learning the school of hard knocks, learning the hard way, but applying those lessons to this situation. So very nice. Yeah, it's about taking something to the next level. Look at that, crossing that bridge when they come to it, too, timing. But it's really about two people coming apart, two coming together for some. But I'm going to tell you, these are two people being aloof, hiding behind a mask. You're not going to see this coming. And I actually feel this person too, when they're finding something out, they don't see it coming. It's like they just didn't expect it. But it's going to be the other way around now. Yeah, it's all about harmony. See, it's planning, timing, taking action. It's about harmony. Two people coming together, going about something the right way. It's about being fair. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was an end of a relationship or someone is excited because they found out someone's ended something. Could go either way. But it all has to do with that truth, that aha moment being enlightenment. It has to do with a yes. There's people talking, and I do feel there's going to be a yes here. Yeah. Someone's going to say yes to that cup, whether it's you offering it to them or them offering it to you. It looks to me like it's the masculine. They're strategizing and analyzing. See, it's about getting together, doing things together. See, and they're also finding out, learning things about you, your history, your lifestyle, the way you live your day-to-day life. And they're so excited because they see someone who's strong, confident, capable, someone who has self-control. Somebody who definitely doesn't like drama, the Queen of Pentacles too, you see. But someone who's kind and caring. This is really, really nice. And what I feel with this, when this person comes in, because I feel like you're both very aware there's something here. Something worth exploring. But there's a little bit of a mystery. And it could be, too, someone trying to find out if you're in, or if there's time in between and you've crossed paths with this person. During this time in between, you could be married, too, or in a relationship. So it's a person just wanting to know. But I feel like you're both very aware that there's this behind a mask energy to do with someone's intentions. Their intentions are good. And it could have been someone's intentions, but it's about asking someone out on a date. It's heartfelt message communication. It's about exploring. See, this is something worth checking out. This is what I feel, worth checking out. It's worth exploring. They're going to reach out. They're certainly hoping you're going to reciprocate. And I do see a yes. Even if you reached out to them, they would say yes. But it's possible some of you, someone didn't in the past because of timing. Something, it's like planning, preparing to take action, exploring this, but someone's pride may have gotten in the way. They may not have been ready. Yeah. So we have a King of Wands energy. Now this is someone feeling confident and bold. See, it's about being brave, but it's definitely an energy of someone who doesn't see it coming. But this is a person, I'm going to tell you, they figured things out. They know what they want and they're going for it. But it's definitely somebody who's left something behind, someone who isn't right for them. Yeah. But it's a person coming in right. That's what it's all about, harmony between two people. Yeah, this is somebody who wants love. There's a spark, attraction. There's chemistry. And I wouldn't be surprised someone is making a choice, coming apart from someone because there's a lack of chemistry. They have nothing in common. But I feel like you have something in common with this person. Yeah, see, making sure someone's single too. But it's about two single people. Maybe you're both going to be single at the same time. If this is two people who are aware there's some kind of, maybe you've had a conversation at a party or a get-together at someone's home through friend of a friend, and there was some kind of connection. But it looks like at some point it didn't go anywhere. And it could be because somebody had ended a situation. But I feel it's like both people being single at the same time. And I'm seeing beautiful harmony. It's about being fair too. It's about coming in right. But I got to tell you, I don't think you're going to see this coming. No, I see happiness, someone putting all the cards on the table. See, it's about two people, very much aware. Happy home, happy life. See, there's excitement. There's some kind of get-together being planned. People are planning it. They're collaborating and getting together. So there's these other people here too. I mean, the gathering or get-together doesn't have to be anything. I mean, it could be a neighbor, someone living close to you. It could be someone in another community. There could be travel involved. And I wouldn't be even surprised if someone's taking a break, taking a trip, planning a much needed rest. They may be offering you an opportunity, could be a ticket. So yeah, but look at how this is all ending up. This is all about coming together. See, it's all about the right place and the right time. So something about the time. See, about having a heart-to-heart conversation. Sometimes you're just not in the right place or time. So this is really cool, but I feel this is about two people who look out for each other. Someone's telling someone that someone who has their back, they're very fair. Somebody's fair. See, they have someone's back. This is someone who's kind and compassionate. And it could be a friend of a friend, someone telling someone, this person always has my back. They're always there for me when I need them. And I wouldn't be surprised you both may be hearing this. But this is a pretty interesting read because, oh yeah, look at, there's the anchor. See, two people who were single. Someone here, there's definitely no drama because this is someone who has that emotional anchor. They're grounded. They're stable. They're not an emotional train wreck. See, it's about avoiding a disaster. So this is definitely about no drama. And the anchor is someone who kind of plays it a little safe. They're a little cautious. I think you're just both playing it safe. It's about not being the right time in the right place. And I feel this is someone who sees this as something worth exploring, because this could go to the next level. Yeah, see, it's all about time, doing things at the right time and being completely prepared and ready. And I do feel someone didn't see it coming and their cup is just overflowing. Crazy. But that devil is telling me two people acting like they're not interested in what they are, and you're both thinking of each other, I feel, and I think you're losing it. But it's about being patient and grounding yourself. So it's about doing other things while you're kind of waiting. This person's preparing themselves, and it's about getting prepared emotionally. Because the Temperance is telling me a little balance between head and heart. Because this is a person very logical, very strategic. They look at the facts. But at some point, this person has to get in touch with their emotions. Yeah, figuring out how they feel. See, it's just two people just figuring things out, but you're very aware of a very strong connection here. Yeah, I feel like you crossed paths and met, maybe just had a conversation. Maybe you're teachers, but there's all these things being learned. See, there's so much more to learn, the things you have in common, things that they want to know. And I do think they've learned that there is some common energy. But yeah, it looks like it wasn't the right time or place, people around, people involved. Yeah, so there you go. Cancer, stay in that Queen of Pentacles energy. If you're a masculine, then it's all about confidence and being bold, taming that beast within yourself. Prepare. Okay, because it has to do with the King of Wands energy in the end. Now, some of you could have a choice here. There could be choices between two. So it's about making that choice. But I really feel this is about timing and two people getting together. Something's being planned and prepared. And I wouldn't be surprised this Queen of Pentacles could be someone in that social circle planning a gathering, a get-together. So you may get a communication from someone in a social circle or an acquaintance. Someone may be traveling, coming to visit. There's just a lot of excitement. Yeah, and it could be someone preparing, getting ready to plan something. And when I see timing, it's about schedules, routines. See, it's about getting people together. So there is something being planned. I don't think you're going to see it coming, but I do think that Queen of Pentacles could be someone here, the hostess, somebody hosting something. So there you go. Take care, and we'll see you soon.